Major headline tonight, Kim Jong-un with his most powerful nuclear test yet in North Korea. U.S. intelligence officials now say they are confident in North Korea's claim that they detonated a hydrogen bomb more devastating than the atomic bombs dropped during World War II. The concern now that it could be one day mounted onto an intercontinental ballistic missile. Tonight, the U.S. ambassador to the UN now saying North Korea is, quote, begging for war. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran is in Seoul, South Korea tonight.
Today in South Korea, a show of force. F-15 fighter jets practicing bomb drops. Missiles launched, live fire maneuvers simulating an attack. This country's swift and angry response to North Korea's startling nuclear test, its sixth and most alarming blast yet.
완전 성공!
North Korean state TV celebrated the, quote, perfect success, and there were cheers on the streets of Pyongyang. The explosion was so powerful it triggered a major earthquake, magnitude 6.3, with tremors felt across the region. And tonight, a U.S. intelligence official tells ABC News that the North Korean claim that it tested a hydrogen bomb, vastly more powerful than the atomic weapons dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, appears to be accurate. And the South Korean government today says it's detected signs that North Korea is preparing for another ballistic missile launch, this one aimed at the Pacific. The UN Security Council meeting in an emergency session this morning. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley calling for the strongest possible sanctions and issuing this stunning warning to the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
His abusive use of missiles and his nuclear threats show that he is begging for war.
President Trump, just hours after the nuclear test, kept open the option of a military strike.
Mr. President, will you attack North Korea?
But Kim Jong-un's going all out now to develop his weapons. Since February, a series of 13 missile launches, including some capable of striking the U.S. homeland, triggering this threat from the president in August.
They will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before.
The president also taking to Twitter, declaring he's considering launching an economic attack, stopping all trade with any country doing business with North Korea.
And Terry Moran joined us from Seoul now. And Terry, we heard you report President Trump has threatened to stop all trade with countries who trade with North Korea. That would obviously include China. And they're responding tonight?
They are, David. The Chinese Foreign Ministry firing back, calling that threat unacceptable and unfair. And analysts are pointing to the more than $500 billion worth of trade per year between China and the U.S., calling it a hollow threat. But President Trump is pointing to the fact that China's trade with North Korea is increasing. David?
Terry, thank you. And you heard Terry point out there, the South Korean government says it has already detected signs that North Korea is now preparing for another ballistic missile launch aimed at the Pacific. I want to bring in retired Colonel Stephen Ganyard tonight. Steve, obviously the U.S. believes their hope is to connect a miniaturized bomb to one of those missiles one day. First, let's talk about the strength of the bomb just tested by North Korea. How strong is it?
David, they've stepped up from a basic atomic weapon to a complex thermonuclear device. Intelligence analysts believe that it's between 5 and 8 times stronger than the bomb that the U.S. dropped on Hiroshima at the end of World War II.
And Steve, you've told us before how far one of those intercontinental ballistic missiles could feasibly go, the most recent going higher and further than ever before. What most concerns you now about the test of this nuclear bomb?
David, it's the consistent progress they've made in both their missile program and their nuclear weapons. Theoretically, he now has the ability to hit most of the United States with a thermonuclear weapon. But more concerning is how, no matter what the U.S. seems to do, he doesn't slow down. In short, Kim is winning and the rest of the world is losing.
All right, Colonel Ganyard with us again tonight on North Korea. Steve, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.